Good evening, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us for another finals of the Legacy Challenge. My name is Dr. Leo. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Jack Dax. How you doing, homie? Yeah, for those of us, oh yeah, it's been a pretty good weekend. We had like 33 players. Yeah, and we really appreciate you operating this stream for us, homie. That way, those of us that commentate, like, we don't have to worry about that sort of stuff at all. So we can just talk about the matchup. And speaking of that, we've got Bass Sudafin, Bass and
That actually how you
Suda.
say bass? Is that
I
actually how you
I
say
don't
the name?
know.
I don't
Mike
know.
said it perfectly when we were doing the talk with Julian last week, and I tried to replicate him, but it's Bass. Bass is back, but Bass is not bringing the normal angry little green men. Bass is bringing Worldgorger, dude. Like, this deck is real now. Like, it's great to see, and it's in an awesome soul type, basically snow shell with like a combo finish. It's so much fun to watch. And then we got Tensai, also a frequent comer on our stream, as well as piloting Cephalid Breakfast, which definitely Tensai's signature deck. Tensai pretty much pilots it every single week and does very well with it, actually.
Oh yeah, Tensai's been on this a long time. I've had to beat it in leagues before. Very difficult to deal with once the gets out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Cephalid Breakfast plays, it is a combo deck, but in essence, it's just a Stoneforge deck that can just like murder you out from nowhere.
And for those that didn't hear me earlier, I'm Mr. Jack Ducks. Streaming it, so you don't see me as often anymore. Or in commentary anymore because stream and up. Today I'll be streaming and also setting up, so occasionally I'll be muting my mic, which is why you didn't hear me in the beginning because I had my mic muted. Apologies.
Oh, I heard you. That explains it. Oh, that explains it. Okay, so we've got who's on the play for this one. Once again, thanks to our table spotter Astrid, who is killing it for this job. Really appreciate it.
It's great to have a
Fast.
table spotter to do it, but Bass is on the play. Hopefully, this well. Bass's deck is one that is super interesting and unique. Love the Worldgorger guys. The top of the off. Um, However, I'd love to
Yeah.
see if Bass is going to put it and just loop. Um, how it's going to do because typically it's a game kind of like Belt.
Yeah. Just gonna say this. I don't want infinite games here. Rather not go into that loop. I'd like to go home at some point tonight.
We're starting off with a
Oh,
Thoughtseize turn.
see. All right. So in this matchup, when it comes to stuff with breakfast, you want to be really taking the tutors. Yeah. The Recruiter Guard, the Cephalids, the Stoneforge Mystic, stuff like that.
These are all really bad. I don't know what you actually. Recruiter
Cephalid
can get
Illusionist.
it. I believe Cephalid.
Yeah, Cephalid Illusionist is a 1/2. It's a 1/1. 1/1.
1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Dies to Plague
I think
Engineer. Dies to a couple.
yeah. Let's see. In this deck, we are seeing 4 Ice Fang, 2 Uro, 2 Oko. For interactions, we got 2 Abrupt Decay. That's pretty solid. 1 Archmage's Charm, 1 Assassin Trophy, 1 Fatal Push. There's a decent amount of interaction in this deck. I really like how Worldgorger is turned into this like solid like bug mid range deck, and then just combo finished.
Yeah, I still can't believe he's playing Archmage's triple blue. That's kind of hard to generate.
I
See how
think
it
it's one
works
of
out.
those things that I I was I'm trying to remember the podcast that they brought it up in, but there was a podcast that they brought up why they were playing Archmage's Charm, and I just can't remember what it was.
Seems like Bass is tanking here. This is a
Yeah,
really hard decision because you got the double recruiter, which can always fetch for another take here. Can't take both of them. I'm gonna have to leave. Maybe you take the ponder. That way they can't fetch it. Have the natural draw. Takes
yeah,
ponder. Yeah, takes ponder. That's a smart play there. nothing to
Yeah,
shuffle your deck to get more.
yeah,
And this hand is
I agree.
pretty bad. I mean, unless you're playing the very combo heavy hand, you might have taken thought had like the, but
Yeah, and that's the power of this deck is it can be a turn two combo deck. It can easily go from oh into mon end step, animate dead, and then just go. But the trick is with it is you really need that secondary creature in the yard in order to break up the combo. And otherwise it's literally an infinite unstoppable loop that I'm sure you as a judge can explain in infinitely better ways than I can.
well, as most combos are, they're kind of abuse how game mechanics work, and um, typically with infinite combo of Worldgorger, the way it interacts with the card technical calling effect, it causes this infinite loop itself and doesn't itself, which you can interrupt. The reason you have to keep clicking through it, all interrupt, not like something. Famously,
Yeah,
it's why we don't see things played online as much. A lot
yeah.
of
That
the meta stuff you'll see.
things like Worldgorger Dragon and Alert
Bomberman.
are notorious, and Bomberman. Yep, yep.
Bomberman's one of my favorites to watch, especially online because everything Bomberman does, you have to continually do it. Pyretic Spellbomb trigger stuff. You gotta continually do it, and you have to keep clicking. And that's the only reason it's
That's
not played online because you time yourself out because you have to keep doing
yeah. That I agree completely. But that was the old ways of Bomberman. Now they just run Karn the Great Creator and like Walking Ballista.
it. Oh yeah.
Like I mean, just so much easier to do now. Yeah, it is a pseudo combo mirror. Both of these, yeah, Diet Blade and Diet Snoko HC Fox. Yeah, and that's very true when it comes to this matchup. Both of them can play a mid-range aggro tempo, game plan with slamming big creatures and stuff like that while having this combo finish. It's almost like the superior version of Splinter Twin in that way, except for like reliable and legacy playable.
But Splinter Twin is legacy playable. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Yeah, I agree. It's just yeah, 4 mana is a lot when it comes to legacy, unless you're trying to be like, good old fashioned Nick Fit.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Fit gets away with it because they play the passive.
That's fun. It's always the best. Okay, so it does. Yeah, Ponder was a take. I think there's a little bit of a technical difficulty with Tensei with difficulty responding, but looks like Tensei is just passing up here. Or oh no,
Raw
probably didn't go.
fetch. I assume getting some black source. Just want to see what
Yeah,
you're working.
definitely go for that Thoughtseize. Yeah, information is key in the matchup. When it comes to combo matchups, you have to know what sort of information you're working with here.
Looks like we could see a little bit of Bass's hand, but hopefully better. Doesn't really matter too much. We're gonna get Thoughtseize right out. We got
Force Will,
double
Animate
Aminate
Dead.
Dead, Brainstorm, and a fourth. I think you take the
Yeah,
Brainstorm.
I 100% take the Brainstorm here. It turns off the Force of Will as well as the fact that there's redundancy and Animate Deads, and then the Force of Will is like no reason to take. Yeah, yeah, Brainstorm. Great card. So so both these players have the capability of a fast combo, but when we're talking about like mid-range plans and like execution of mid-range plans, I think Bass has the edge on that simply because of the fact that Bass is in itself playing a 2019, 2020 broken cards like Oko, Ice Fang, and Uro to match up with the Stoneforge Mystic, Recruiting Thassa's Oracle. I think primarily when it comes to Cephalid Breakfast, I think Cephalid Breakfast really just needs to combo off in this matchup. I do not think it will be able to outpace the pure value engine that is Worldgorger Dragon.
No, I agree. It just all depends on what Bass draws here. I expect Bass to force Cephalid, Fusionist down, and if Bass actually has hard to pitch to it, otherwise
Eh,
this could be real. Put in the shoot. Zuko is a better in Diablo 2.
But saying all that, like, dude, there are some pretty solid answers in this deck. Remember, this is a deck with like a lot of disruption between the 4/4 Will, the Archmage Charm, the Abrupt Decays, Assassin's Trophy, stuff like that. Even like trying to go for the infinite targeting with Shuko, like that sorcery speed, you can't just like infinitely target. If he holds up any sort of okay, that's an Entomb, and then there's an Animate Dead head in hand. So are we just going here?
Yeah, it seems like we're probably gonna Entomb right now and just okay.
Yeah, I think we're just going straight for Worldgorger. Yeah, okay. Do we have a
We have a force
way
wall?
to uh well that blank card had to be a Force of Will, but nope. So looks like, is he just looping the game? Is he just looping it and going to
Yep.
a force to draw? Oh my god. Oh, okay. So force draw. So how is this ruled? Oh, judge.
Forcing a draw. Technically, your first game is gonna be a technical draw. This will only become a problem depending on the next two games. Next game. Um, this is why I don't like Worldgorger. I really don't, because you're forcing a draw. Technically, you're forcing the rules. The only optimal strategy when this happens is just to want to win the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, so they do get to go to sideboard though, correct?
Yeah, this is still
This
game two. You still go to sideboard.
Yeah, players can't sideboard. Players will keep going until one player wins 2 games. All right. So sideboards then. So I guess we're gonna start off with Tensei. Is Tensei gonna be on the play? I'm confused as to who
It's
gets to
gonna be
play.
Bass. It's gonna
And
be Bass.
do they have to do another roll off?
No, no, you still stick with the same play draw.
Oh my god.
I know
Bass,
it's
why are you
absolutely
doing this
horrible.
to us?
Absolutely horrible.
Uh,
The good thing is I'm not the TO today, and I don't get to record this. That's
Oh, but you got to do the wonderful job of rendering it and putting it onto YouTube later. Which, by the way, if you don't know, we have a YouTube channel, which is MTG Paper Legacy YouTube. You can catch all of our VODs there, as well as some of our head-to-head gameplay, and also a lot of our talking pieces, like our awesome piece that we had with Julian Nab from Everyday Eternal. His stream came on last weekend. We had a great time. If you missed that, you can catch it on our YouTube page.
yeah. The reason the infinite loop doesn't win the game is because there is nothing it does.
Yeah,
Most infinite loops have an end game payoff, like I'm gonna keep you, I'm gonna do 1,000,000 damage to you, I'm gonna shotgun you to death with walking ballista or something. The infinite loop of Worldgorger Dragon just says, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna leave. And then just timer
yeah.
scam.
Yep. I actually had a good friend of mine, Cody. Hey, he local legacy player a long time ago at my LGS. When Teferi's Protection came out, he looked at this card and said, "There's a legacy deck to be built here," and it was using the card. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So it's the card Lethal Vapors, which is 2 black, and it says whenever a creature enters the battlefield, destroy it. 0. So it's an activated ability for 0. Destroy lethal vapors. You skip your next turn. Any player may activate this
Oh,
ability.
that's a funny one.
So all you do is you go activate it, maintain priority, activate it a billion times, and then you cast Teferi's Protection
I don't like
and then
that.
pass the turn.
I don't like
And then
that. I really don't.
so the
That's
way
not
you
fair.
win, so the way you win is by judge call. Oh, because of the fact that your
Because you're
opponent
phasing. Yeah,
cannot,
because you're phasing.
because your opponent cannot actively progress the board state. And so
Ugh.
because of that, they get a games rule violation and then a game loss.
Oh my lord, that's so
Yes.
disgusting. That is
And I
so
lost
disgusting.
this. I lost so hard to it. He played, but this is before the days of Three Fairy. He played Grand Arbiter in the deck,
Grand Arbiter is
and
actually in this deck as well, by the way.
oh no shit, oh no shit.
So to explain a little bit more about how the combo works, Worldgorger has a clause on its ETB saying you exile everything else. Um, and because you exiled everything else, the animate dead says if I'm gone, the creature is gone. So when Worldgorger dies, everything comes back, and then you just infinitely progress the game by doing that. And by infinitely progressing the game, you don't actually do anything, but you are making more turns and but those decisions are an infinite loop of this. Oh, hey, Arbiter 4, MTG. Welcome, thanks for following. But
Thank you for
because you're
following.
infinitely looping and you're actually progressing the board state, you end up in a situation where the game doesn't actually progress, but you have progression on, um, you have progression by active player, non-active player.
Yeah,
So it just gets you
it's
stuck.
it's passing a priority at least.
You just get stuck because you're continually making the same decision of ETB, ETB, ETB. So there actually isn't a way to win.
Okay. Okay. So we do have. Okay, so we are going ponder. Okay, so we didn't even talk about sideboards. All right, so Bass is on the play here. So in the sideboard, Bass has 2 Dead of Winters, 2 Force of Vigors, 2 Plague Engineers, 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Veil of Summers, 1 Brazen Borrower Petty Theft, 1 Clean to Dust, 1 Fatal Push, 1 Oko, and 1 Uro. What do you like here?
I'm gonna bring in the Plague Engineers because I'm gonna make sure that Shuko is never relevant. That's what I would go for. You could also bring in Dead of
I
Winters as well. Just depends on what creature or do you want something that's
This is a fair matchup, so I mean you're probably gonna end up going down some number of Force of Wills. Well, I mean no, it is a combo matchup. I would probably bring in at least some number of Veils to just be like proactively protecting my combo and such like that.
yeah. I mean, I
And
wouldn't be surprised if he brings in. I wouldn't be surprised on Tensai side if he brings in also the Meddling Mages. Probably what
yeah, definitely. So I'm looking through the list right now. Does how does Bass win?
Let
There's no walking ballista. There's no tendrils or not tendrils or there's
so
no like
Bass wins by
there's no fail wishes to get anything from the sideboard. And
infinitely drawing his cards, I think, and Uro.
what?
Yeah, I'm looking at the list. It looks like he's blinking at Uro for life gain value and Quaddle. And then probably like turn something into an elk. That's the only way I imagine that Bass wins.
What?
Because looking at his list, there's 1 Worldgorger, 2 Uro, and 4 Icefang Quaddles. That's the only way that it progresses the board state, unless someone's conceding to you.
Condition is I mean your win condition is Uro?
Yeah.
So you deck yourself, but there's no Thassa, there's no nothing. There's no fail wishes to get like any like what is this deck doing?
I mean, this deck is designed
Am
to
I
just draw you
crazy?
out. No, the deck is designed to draw you out. I'm looking at it. It's just designed to draw you out. It's really funny.
What oh how did this win? Is it
I'm
just because of
assuming
Uro?
I'm
Is it
assuming
just because of Uro?
I'm assuming he either beat people to death with Uro or
Uh,
people just conceded on the infinite loop.
Disciple of the Master Archmage Charm can make the opponent draw the deck, looping with Mystic Sanctuary +1 ETB draw. That is fucking okay. I'm saying it right now. That is fucking disgusting.
Ugh.
Like I'm normally like I hold my tongue on curse words on this. That is disgusting. What is this deck? So not only does this deck requires a Mystic Sanctuary on the board before it can combo.
Yeah, but if there's a Mystic
I
Sanctuary
mean,
on the board, it's just gonna go back to the top of the library.
yeah, because there's a
What's the plan there? Just infinitely draw with a Quaddle. Oh god. That's what the plan there is. So you just Archmage did it. Oh lord.
And
I see it
Archmage
now. I
Charm
see it now.
Archmage Charm says you draw target player draws
Oh
2 cards, so
no.
they technically draw 1 more card a turn than you
Oh
do,
no.
assuming that you haven't done that, and you have to try and loop it before you deck yourself.
Well, the thing is, you're always gonna draw the same card every time you loop. You're always gonna keep drawing Archmages.
Yeah, true, true, but you I mean, you have to try and find it at that point.
No,
Like,
no,
you
you
have to
don't.
draw
After
something.
you've already played Archmage Shard once, you can just infinitely get back that one Archmage charm. That's
What
so
is
funny.
this
I'm
shit?
sorry.
What is this shit? What is? Oh my god, this deck. This deck is a living meme. Like,
My lord. Yeah, you do it in one turn, Disciple. I'm looking at the list more, and the combo has to do with the Quaddle being
yeah,
there, and then you have to have a Mystic Sanctuary plus 2 other open mana sources. That way you can always get 3 mana.
yeah,
And you have to have an Archmage Charm in your graveyard or have already casted one. That
yeah,
way you can just get into it, or you can just keep looping with the Icebank Quaddle until you find the Archmage Charm and
yeah,
then cast it.
but you have to make sure to have a Mystic Sanctuary either on the field or a fetch land in hand, because when you start looping, you don't have the time to target what's it called? You don't have the time to play a Mystic Sanctuary
No, you don't. You
because
have to have the Mystic Sanctuary already in the battlefield. The Mystic Sanctuary must be already in the battlefield.
that is so wild.
I'm imagining this Metal Mage is gonna name Entomb
Yeah,
or something stupid.
or Animate Dead.
It's gonna pick something. It's gonna be Animate Dead or Worldgorger.
Yeah,
It's gotta pick something. Like, I wonder what it is though. I'd probably go
and
for the
also
Animate Dead just so you stop the
so
combo.
so the meddling mages has definitely came in. So in Tensei Cyborg there were 2 meddling mages. Meddling mage names Animate Dead. Okay. And also it appears that Tensei is at 190 life.
Sorry folks, the life total stuff I'm trying to keep track of. Everything else.
And a
Echo's Veil.
turn passes cycling a veil, yeah. This is insane. I oh yeah, we got an Oko. And this is where the deck has really made a change is the fact that it went from this most of the decks I saw were very like red black reanimator world gorger style for a while, but then it's turned into this, basically just playing good bug threats and then just and all of a sudden into anime dead go and kill you.
Yeah, no, the Oko is assuming they're hitting Oko. Dark Force, welcome. Oh, you're new to Magic? Ooh.
Oh.
Or at least you might be new to Legacy. So this is one of the most confusing matchups in Legacy. Worldgorger's win condition is very confusing, comprehensive rules check interaction. We will try to explain as best as we can. Even seasoned Magic players who play a bunch of Modern have no idea how that works. And I'm an actual level 1 judge with Judge Academy and everything. Judged at SCGs, and still sometimes this combo is ridiculous how it works.
And I'm an armchair commentator who thinks that he knows enough about Legacy to commentate, and I have no idea when it comes to a lot of this deck. So don't worry, feeling lost about this sort of stuff. It's one of those things that this is a very rough starting point when it comes to Legacy because they're both complicated combo decks. Tensai in itself is playing Cephalid Breakfast, which is one of the oldest combo decks in Legacy, which honestly, it's a very, very fun deck to play, and it is a staple of the Legacy format. It does require some like complicated stack interactions with basically putting your entire deck into your graveyard, and then using a free reanimate spell to bring back a creature and win from there. Thassa's Oracle, if you played with it at all in Standard or Pioneer or anything like that. Yeah, and it is just 2 unusual decks with interesting win conditions. That is very true. Who? Both of these win conditions are very unique among Legacy. Hey, there's all sorts of decks that you can play here. In fact, like some of the most just important decks in Legacy and most powerful decks in Legacy are just protecting a 3-2 beater as it just punches you in the face over and over and over. And that's that's how Legacy is. Welcome to the MTG Paper Legacy, hey,
Yeah.
Discord. And if you want to join in on this fun, you hit exclamation point Discord in the chat and it'll hook you up with a invite.
As Fox is saying right now, basically these decks are Blade versus Oko decks. They just happen to have this side tangent of convoluted kills. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, and there are like just honestly just better, more efficient versions of these decks that are out there, and like just play fairer magic. Like I play bug colors all the time, and without these sorts of combos in it. Yeah, yeah, Bear, I agree with you. I played against Blade earlier today, and it was not running Narcomoebas, though I definitely got hit by a back to basics. And I knew there was gonna be a back to basics coming in and from the sideboard, and I was like, I should probably play around this. Didn't see a single fetch land.
A little worried about this. He's going to replicate back, which is going to get rid of the animate dead battling mage issue.
Hmm.
Not a good position.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so we got another astrolabe here. Oh, well, another food token.
Hey Ben, hope you had a good tournament. Yeah, Gorger versus Breakfast is very interesting.
Gorger versus Breakfast is super interesting. Yeah, we if you notice by the scoreboard on top, we are at a match two, or game two. Oh, after the first one was intentionally drawn into a never-ending loop.
I think I missed a follow earlier. I think it's I don't know actually. That Jesus is Napoleon too.
Jesu
Following.
and Napoleon. Oh, we got a Limdul's Vault. Is this on end
Go.
step? See, fetches and a turn,
Yep.
casts Vault. So those that don't know what Limdul's Vault is, it is a old combo dig card. It is blue and a black, and basically you look at the top 5 cards of your library, and if you don't like those top 5, you can pay a life and put those to the aside, and then you look at the next top 5, and then if you like that, you shuffle the rest of your deck and then put those top 5 on top of your library in any order. So it definitely helps with drawing a combo piece, or if you're searching for one specific thing, and you can repeat that over and over and over and over until you can find your perfect set of 5. And it's historically a commander card when someone plays it and they go, "Okay, I'll go get a drink." It is, yeah, it is. You're digging.
This is gonna be a while.
Yeah, Bolgman. I've lost power to Bass as well before. Mostly when he's playing goblins. Bass is historically one of our main goblin pilots in the Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna have our table spotter tell us how much life taken here. Tell us what life got after this.
Yeah, yeah, and it looks like it did resolve finally because Tentai is shuffling and organize that top 5.
Oh, Scarecrow, you were the Worldgorger mirror. I was wondering about that.
Worldgorger mirrors are actually really wild because Animate Dead can hit your opponent's graveyard. Yeah, Animating Dead at each other's dragons is tight. Share sharing dragons, please do so responsibly. You know, we are in a pandemic, so use 6 feet of space when sharing dragons. And we got a brainstorm coming from Tensai. So I think Tensai is pretty much just under the gun when it comes to this Oko. I think Tensai needs a combo and combo fast.
Oh yeah. Also, I think Bass has.
I think too, yes. No, we know one owns the Abrupt Decay. That one hasn't been fired off
Oh,
yet.
right, you're correct.
Yeah, and importantly here, this
We're gonna get the
Stoneforge can
Shuko.
go find the Shuko.
Well, Parcher puts permanents in a corner. That's one perspective.
That's not a bad idea, Bold. But honestly, when it comes to that, it's more of a time constraint thing. Most of these players, everybody's played like 5, 6 rounds, and some people just don't want to do it, and some people just don't like being on camera like that. This we respect people when it comes to being on camera or not. So it's one of those things that it'll differ from person to person. The only time we've actually done that is with VIPs like Julian as
We had
well as
Phil as well.
Phil. Yeah, Phil.
Bass is running a convoluted Worldgorger combo deck. You should be able to see the list on the screen on Discord, on the screen on Twitch. If you're on the mobile app, it should be right below the screen. There should be a cardboard live little picture guy, like connected to him, and if you click on that, it should pick up the deck.
Yeah. Imagine a bug Snoko list with a random red card that can never be cast.
I mean, you get it somehow. Cast. Um,
Somehow.
as Ben said, was asking about earlier, we would love to do kind of post game interviews, but a lot of it's time constraints. Not only odd team, but it's also time constraints. Players, our players come from all over the world. Tensai is famously from Dubai. Bass,
Hmm.
I believe, is in Germany, somewhere in the
Yeah.
EU, if I remember. So famously, a lot of our players are from all over the world, so it's kind of hard to get timing issues.
Yeah. I played against someone from Denmark today, actually.
We've had in previous events in our leagues, we've had people like up at 3 in the morning because they're in a train playing from that time zone. So it just always depends on
Exactly. Bulgren, I think we've actually played earlier, mate. Hey, I think you were my round two opponent. Were you on Blue White Blade? Yeah, that was me, homie. Great game. That back to basics killed me. I knew that I knew Blade decks always bring in back to basics. I was gonna play around it, but I didn't see a single fetch land that entire second game. I was like, well, guess I'm gonna play right into the back to basics. Hopefully, I find Cabal therapy.
honestly kind of an interesting mode that we stand at right now because Bass hasn't taken any damage down to full.
Mhm.
Um, and Tensai really isn't driving seat to things, which is
I
sure
think it's more
why.
just the importance of getting Oko off the field because honestly, Oko, I don't think there's a single answer for it in the entire 75. Yeah, besides beating face or countering it, there's no real answer. Oh wait, 3 Skyclave apparition. But
That makes sense.
like, yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, here we go. Okay. Cephalid illusionist.
Anything that targets it, though, just start winning now.
Oh, that's a 5 mana force of will. Wow.
The hidden mode of Forcible is actually hardcast.
Yeah, hidden mode. That is very true. All right, we got brainstorm. So I think importantly, when it comes to this race, though, I mean, Bass has 2 3/3s and Tensai's at 7.
I mean, if we're racing on life total, yes, but we're also assuming that Bass uh isn't gonna hit the meddling mage and destroy it and then animate dead into animate dead.
Yeah. Importantly here, I really think that when it comes to this, I think Bass has to either kill this turn or disrupt enough because the shoot goes in the. Oh wait, no, Cephalid illusions in the graveyard, but shoot goes still in hand.
Down to one.
Down to one. Hold it on tight. I think Tensai just knows that they can win.
Yeah,
Oh wait.
I'm really interested
Oh
to see
wait.
what stand.
There's a Dread Return in his hand. He can hardcast it right now.
Yeah, but we still need something to do with it.
Oh, yeah, true.
You also need that dread return so you can actually Thassa's Oracle yourself. Another problem. This is a position you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially just being under the gun. Oh, cling to dust. Okay,
Okay.
that
Assuming it's gonna
that
take illusionist.
probably uh that's the thing. I would agree with taking illusionist, but I think right here you want to just draw with this first one because yep, just drawing with the first one because as Bass just has to keep up 4 mana and 5 cards in yards to escape it at any point. And Clinty Dust is historically really good. It's just like such a good card against like these graveyard strategies because Dread Return is a required target. So you could just keep up mana and just have natural graveyard hate and beat your face with these three threes. Nothing else in the deck is going to outclass it.
Fastest driving seat. Knife on. I can't even craft fetch if it gets one. Um, honestly, just have to block here with.
I think I think the Narcomoebas have got to just eat it.
Honestly, what more can Tensai do here? I'm looking through his list.
But I mean, we are post board, so there are things like Cyclade Apparition, stuff like that, that can have some sort of an interaction. Oh wait, no, both these are tokens. Never mind. They're both food tokens created.
Not sure. Not reason. Fallen.
Ooh, I like that. Get information.
Oh, he's hardcasting it.
Yeah,
The
hard cast.
other alternative
The
of
other
surgical.
alternative, yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably just surgical. I mean, you could also surgical the brainstorm, so he never gets in the.
I think I think you surgical the cling to dust, honestly.
Could be.
Yeah, I think you go for the cling to dust because the cling to dust can stop your combo.
I also think it's forcible in their issue. All right, Charble. Did you play today? Did you have a good match if you did? Straight foot pile. Ooh, very unfortunate. It looks like we're probably gonna go.
Yep, that's an abrupt decay for the meddling mage. And are you gonna escape? I think you just have to let it go.
Who are we gonna see?
We're seeing an escape of the
Just okay.
yeah. So get under brainstorm.
Um,
I don't think that the yard order was
yeah,
maintained. Yeah, and I don't think it really matters that much in this game because there's no Nether Spirit or anything like that in either the 75.
yeah. As much as we would pride ourselves in trying to make sure we keep the graveyard order intact, only truly matters if you actually have something about it. Um, most judges would not like card unless you have something.
Oh,
Oh, we're
oh,
just gonna go. Okay. Oh,
oh! The Force of Vigor blowout. Oh wow, Force of Vigor exiling. Oh yeah, that's game. That's game. Wow, that was a good comeback. And to be fair, Tensai played that perfectly. Tensai played
yeah.
it so well. Tensai was able to get rid of the graveyard hate, make Bass exile something that didn't matter, present the combo, and was just blown out by the Force of Vigor. That felt a little bit bad.
Yes, there is a technical timer on finals, but current time on finals right now is Got about 20 minutes looking at when we start.
Yeah.
We started at 6:20 for the finals. Finals is typically delayed from the main tournament, just tech issues.
Mhm.
As
Exactly. So everybody has to set up streams and stuff like that. And if you would like to be a part of all of this, this is you can hit exclamation point Discord in the chat and get a link to the Discord and join in on these events. They are all free. They are all hosted by us, the NTG Paper Legacy Discord, and you know it's just a good place to just practice some legacy, have some good times. We allow fully proxied events so long as they're original art and in color, so that way it's just easier to see up on stream. And yeah, come out and have a fun time. Like we also have like F&M, we have our league, which we're gonna have January league coming up, probably start of the new year. And yeah, like it's a good time to play. Just play and hang out and have some good legacy. Yeah, anytime,
sorry,
anytime.
what's the question regarding looping rules? Ooh, thanks to the anonymous gift supper for giving subs to H Fox and taxes. Big old thank you to.
Thank you, much appreciation. Helping promote Eternal Legacy and Eternal Magic, and it's a great community.
Oh, Mystic Sanctuary.
Yeah, so you keep looting with Mystic Sanctuary
It
because
will
all
always
your
enter.
lands
It would
go
always
back.
enter untapped. You will continually loop infinite.
That one is an Kilo 1986. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Discord. Welcome to Legacy. Yeah, it's a wild combo, and I think originally, so when I first learned about Worldgorger Dragon, and when I was doing research for an article, the the combo at the time was running Fae of Wishes, because Fae of Wishes can kill a Delver, or was the reasoning, as well as the fact that you can use it when it's in your hand to go find things like crap, what's the card? Torment of Hailfire, which actually gets around things like Veil of Summer as well as the White Ley Line, stuff like that, because it's each opponent. And you just use your infinite mana and then Torment of Hailfire of Death. And then they said that wasn't weird enough, and they tried to do more stuff. And then the World Gorger community like went into their little sweat lodge of ideas and came out with this, I'm guessing. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the things, eggs, all of these lands see each other as it's entered the battlefield, so it still enter the battlefield untapped, and you just keep on getting it back. And then with the draw trigger, because you control the order of the triggers, it's wild. It's definitely a wild deck. I did not expect this to go like this, but I was not expecting all of this. It's pretty crazy. But it goes to show you like how powerful and how much of an impact Throne of Eldraine has had on Legacy. I think Throne of Eldraine might be the single most impactful legacy set for Legacy since probably Innistrad, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and also appears the Mystic Sanctuary loop doesn't work because of how it sees others when it enters because separated triggers. I'm gonna have to look into that. Um, typically because how things how it's actually pulled on it. So it just depends. One of those things that you actually have to physically.
Yeah. Modern Horizons definitely shaked up a lot. I will agree there. Still suffering from Astrolabe, as well as Ice Fang and everything like that. Oof. Okay, this is a hand of Thoughtseize. Okay, so we got Underground Sea, Snow Covered Swamp, Mystic Sanctuary, Force of Vigor, Ice Fang, Brainstorm, and Surgical. Personally, I'm probably taking this Brainstorm or this, or yeah, Brainstorm or the Surgical, because it depends on how fast your combo is going. Or no, the only thing I'm excited about when it comes to Modern Horizons 2 is I could probably finish out my fetch lane collection for cheap finally.
I'm praying for days. Praying for days. I just want to daze people.
I I could see that, and I think it definitely needs it. Days and Wasteland, I could definitely see, or Rashad Import. I could also see.
I would
I
die for
mean,
Rashad and Port. I can finally
I
pay taxes for real.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have in there, and it's not like it's oppressive. It's just very effective. Yeah, or no, I agree. Like they fetches should have been reprinted more effectively recently. Like honestly, there's no reason why the game pieces, the most important pieces, your land base should be that expensive. I'm even throwing in reserve lists in there. No reason. Yeah, fetches were confirmed for it, but just hope that they're actually like meaningful, not like at mythic fucking only when you're opening up this special booster pack that you have to pay like all this money and your firstborn child for.
Are you saying you don't like the lotto ticket system that is gambling?
I don't even gamble when I go to Vegas. I
Oh my
mean,
lord.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll gamble a little bit, but like I'm not gonna be throwing down like $200 on a table or something like that. Like, I'll go up enough that I can pay for my next like series of drinks. That's what's important for me when it comes to being in Vegas. Like, or can I make just enough so that way I don't have to pay for these drinks? Oh, important here. Bass is brainstorm locked. So,
I didn't know
but
that.
I mean, depending on what. Oh, okay, okay. I'm taking that brainstorm here. Turns off the hey, force of will.
Yeah, I take the brainstorm as well. Force Will's not. If you get Dread Return, get it back at some point. Not real
I
loss.
mean,
I mean, if you
Dread
really want to
Return.
take, if you really want to take Stoneforge, sure, but not something I.
I agree. I agree completely.
New booster summon a gremlin that says answer my riddles 3 to procure marsh flats for thee.
Yes.
Carble, is it gonna ask me like what's my favorite color and what my quest is? Do I have to tell it I seek the grail?
What is your favorite color? Blue. No green. Ah! I can quote almost
I
like the
love that
entirety of
film.
like 98% of Monty Python the Holy Grail, and I'm not even ashamed of it.
It is such a good film.
Yeah, 100%. One of the best films to ever come out of the UK. Well, good old England.
I believe Bass is at 17. Did Bass fetch? I can't
Yes.
even.
Yeah. No, there was
Fetch.
no fetch. There's
Alright,
no
it's
fetch.
just 18 for me.
Uh,
My,
just 18 for the Thoughtseize.
my fault.
Yeah.
We got so caught up in figuring out all these questions for Worldgorger will not trigger the Mystic Sanctuary to reflect back in. Which is interesting of its note. So now I'm kind of questioning why Mystic Sanctuary is in the list if you can't even abuse it.
All right.
Um,
It's
I-
gotta
it, it,
work.
it
How
it's
the hell
it's
is Worldgorger killing then?
it is some kind of casual value, but there's no way Worldgorger can work if this is how it works.
All right. Fuck this. I'm just going to the deep dive.
I mean, unless you're just timer scamming people. Unless you're just timer scamming people and just telling them to. It's the only other way I can actually see it. Like Charizarding yourself.
Uh, I I'm pulling up the latest primer for from the Worldgorger Dragon Discord to see how the fuck this deck wins.
Yeah, because I don't see any other way that you can actually win.
Where the fuck is the primer? Oh, here we go. Hooked on a feeling. This is the one that I.
Infinite mana with animated. Yeah, but where are you going with it?
Oh, this is the one still running
You
Stroke
still
of
need to kill your opponent. I could generate Googleplex Life or Googleplex Mana, and I
Yeah,
still
because
need to go somewhere.
there's Duskmantle Guild Mage when making your list.
Yeah, that doesn't
More
loop
interaction.
though.
Mystic Sanctuary. In the greedier metas where we want to rebuy some of our interactions, Sanctuary is the best. However, we cut it because it's simply a surprising large impact on the consistency of the mana. So almost always forward draw. Also, if you we were cutting a Snowguard Swamp, reverting Catacombs, and Forest Underground Sea. So how the fuck is this deck winning?
Yeah, but if it all comes back in the same time, unless the Gather is just wrong. Maybe the Gather is just wrong. Gather is sometimes just wrong. Oh. Oh, I feel dumb. That's
Wait,
funny.
what? Yeah, this is still saying.
Get it back.
Okay, how is it winning? Like, do you have anything?
Yeah, but we're trying to figure out how everything enters at the same time.
Charbel,
We're
get
gonna
your
consult a
rude.
higher power here.
Charbel, get your Rude Goldberg machine deck playing. Get in here, dude. Charbel, you understand how this Rude Goldberg shit works. Yeah, it makes sense. It's because your brain, it's capable of working like that because you play a learn, dude. Unfortunately, we
Animate your opponent's win con. That's a true threat. Oh my lord.
God. Yeah, Rax. So Rax, this is game
3
3
technically.
technically, but this is game 3 after the first one went into a loop, an infinite loop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I need to go back to grad school to finish how to learn this deck? Okay, where's my write up on this? As I had notes on how this deck won. Okay, so there's an Uro. So that at least gives us something.
Yeah, go back for your second doctorate, Doc.
But it's one of those things that it's like, I get the deck. And we're not talking like doomsday level here of complicated. Like we're not talking about like fucking 4D chess here. We're talking like this is A plus B plus a C on how to win. But the thing is, we're missing the C how to win. But that's the thing, Bowman. We don't know if you did. Like none of us do. We need the Worldgorger Dragon boys in here. Okay, I'm posting the stream link onto the Worldgorger Dragon subreddit and saying, "Come, please help us."
I am consulting a higher power about this. Which by higher power I mean we have a level 2 job. So
Yes.
we will see.
Okay, Worldgorger Dragon boys, where you at?
Yes, I know you all are saying check Gather and rolling, but Gather is sometimes actually just wrong because Gather is dumb like that. We are double checking it. Don't worry.
All right, I just posted it into the Worldgorger subreddit stream link. Okay. Yeah, and this
My brain is full of
doesn't
bliss.
make sense. Yeah. Token Blender, thank you for the follow. Much appreciation. Thank you for helping promote Eternal Magic. And yeah, we're going for the full Cephalid combo. So this is gonna tie this game up at 1-1-1 unless there is a surgical in the hand. I believe that there was the Thoughtseize to check to see. Oh no, there's a Grand Arbiter on the field.
God, this is absolutely a mess.
This
This is a
this is
mess.
legacy.
This is
This
a
is legacy.
mess.
This is the type of shit that we're talking about here. This is the wild ass type of deck list stuff that we're talking about here. Okay, Grizzle Brander as a sanctuary entered as the same. Thank you, Grizzle Brander. Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, thank you, homie. I really appreciate your help. Okay, yeah, I guess it doesn't work. So how is this? Is this an LSV moment here? Do we have an LSV
I
where
feel like we
you're
do.
playing? We're playing a deck without a win con.
Oh my lord.
Are are
This
we
is
playing a deck
horrifying.
without a win con? Are we talking LSV levels of status here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dragon doesn't need a win con.
Yeah, Dragon doesn't need a win con.
Yeah, so we're basically playing a bug Snoko deck, but without the. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, this is a bug Snoko deck that can just reset the game.
Fuck this
I think
life.
Tensai is explaining. Are they? Do they realize they still have another game?
Oh my lord. That was 3 matches.
Oh, so we just play until there's three. We don't have to play until there's a definitive win.
You don't have to definitely win a game.
Oh my god, how
We're
does this
also
work?
at time.
Oh my god, what are we doing right now? What is this? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Some matches do draw. Yeah, some matches do draw. This is how it works.
Wait, so
Welcome to life.
oh, wait, I thought we had to play until we get to two wins. Wait, are they de-sideboarding?
No. I'm gonna double check the MTR just because.
Uh, they should be playing game four, first to win two.
Hold on. Double checking the MTR. We can all say different things. So we check the MTR.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you play until there's a set number of games won, which is that's funny. But we're gonna timer scam here, so they actually just draw instead. Because
Yep.
I believe we have 10 minutes left.
So rip our standings. Um
Oh my lord. This is so bad.
oh my god. Well, everybody from the MTG Paper Legacy Discord, this doesn't always happen. This is
God,
an
this is so
exceptional
bad.
circumstance.
Oh, we're out of time
And
too. Good lord.
we're uh,
We have 4 minutes left. We have 4 minutes left.
oh my god. Okay. Let's let them know.
Oh my
Oh my
lord.
god.
Can you win in 4 minutes?
I think they technically can. Technically. Oh my god. This is wild. Okay, so we have a
Then
game
better resolve those
for
mulligans.
yeah, yeah. Who can combo first in 4 minutes?
Oh my
Okay.
lord. He'll be fine. Who's gonna mulligan harder?
Uh, I think technically Bass has the faster kill, but I mean Bass's faster kill requires setup. So technically Tensai. Yeah, if the yeah, Bass can't, but technically Bass can loop
Bass can continually draw his games until someone decides to concede to them. Which, if you want to do that, be my guest.
Oh my god. Yeah, the faster kill also needs a kill con. Yeah, this is a first for us. Last time we had Worldgorger Dragon on here, it was over and done with within, I think there was 4 cumulative turns. This is not that deck.
Yeah, I really hope they realize how much time we have left.
I think Astrid
This is
relayed it.
this is this is so much of a mess. I am sorry,
Yeah, the warning
folks.
makes it clear. It's about let's control three or more other islands. It's about untapped. You may put an insert sorcery since
Yep.
ETB tab.
Gather is correct in this status. We have fully confirmed it. We talked with the Worldgorger guys and our L2 judge on staff. We have
Yeah.
conceded to the higher power. Gather is correct. That does not work. So Bass is just infinite looping to draw games out.
Wow.
Yes,
I
we will
think we'll have.
intervene. We will intervene if Bass tries to loop Archmage Charm. I'm sorry this happened to anyone. I'm going on the operating assumption that people just conceded until he games multiple times because you infinitely do it, so you never actually lose. That is the best way to handle this as of right now. That's just something that we'll have to take care of and consider.
Yeah.
If you have any more questions about judge questions, do at judge. I'm an L1
Yes.
judge. We have an L2 staff. We also have an L1. We have 3 L1 judges on staff. We have 1 L2, and everyone else is rules advisor on the mod team. So at judge, call any of us to bring us in for rules questions. Worldgorger is one of those rules that is always annoying, and I can never remember how Mystic law status. Because it is split clauses, it is actually not seen. If it was like Valakut, though, it would.
It's like Chains of Mephistopheles and Sylvan Library. It's those rules interactions that you just look at and you're just like, I'm good. I'm good.
No,
You
we
just
did reach out to the Worldgorger crew. They did confirm Mystic.
okay.
And I trust them to the highest standard of how Worldgorger works because they've worked and created this deck. So there are reasons for this, for why Mystic Centuries like it.
Yeah, and I'm reading in here. It's used as a piece, but it's not a combo piece. It's used as a value engine to just rebuy like Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, it's definitely not something.
Yeah, that this was well, this was wild, and I did not expect this to happen. And yeah, that
It looks like
this
we're gonna
is
draw this game out. By the way, too.
yeah, I think
There
this
is
is
1 minute left on the clock.
so this is pretty wild. I don't think we've ever had a top match draw, and I don't think we've ever had a top match like this. So
Oh,
after
we
this
have
is all
surpassed time and
over,
round. We have hit the hour mark.
yeah. So once we oh, hold on, Tensai's presenting combo. Unless there's interaction
No,
here,
I think Tensei just wins.
I think Tensai gets it. I think Tensai got it. Look at it with literally, or was that demonstration? Yeah, because if Tensei within like that last minute, if Tensei demonstrates that he wins,
Yeah, if this is the next turn, then Tensei has the win. 100%. Unless he has something to deal with it. If there was any interaction,
okay. Do we? No, there's no interaction.
yeah.
So I think Tensei
Tensei would have
actually just
won.
gets
Yeah,
this.
Tensei would have won the next turn.
Does Tensei get this?
Yeah, that's the only way to handle this. He can demonstrate that he can do it all in 1 turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the turn was passed from Bass to Tensai right before time was called,
Yes, if this was an
and
actual
Tensai
tournament,
demonstrates it.
we'd go into turns if the actual tournament was posted.
Yeah.
We will be giving Tensei the win here because there is no way to respond. Um,
Yep.
there is no interaction. Unless Bass had an actual interaction to do. I'm fine giving him the
Yeah.
demonstrate it.
Yeah, I think this is
So unless
demonstrating.
Bass can get a Force of Will, and then I'll give it a draw. Only way I can handle this.
No, Bass revealed his hand. It's Plague Engineer, Oko, Uro, Ice Fang, Ice Fang. That's lethal. That's Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, that's game. Wow. Okay. This was wild. And
Oh my
honestly,
lord, kill me now.
I oh my god, you know what? I love Bass. Bass, you are my homie. We always chat. I love you. You play Goblins great. You kicked my ass so many times. Please go back to the Goblins. Please. Please. This was wild. This was wild, and I'm so happy that Tensai demonstrated that win here. Because if Tensai did demonstrate that win there, I it just ripped the leaderboard. Wow. That was okay. That was thank you everybody for coming out and joining us for this event because that was a wild finale. So in total, this game ends 1-2-1. That's how this
This
game
is such a weird game. So it's technically 2-1-1.
two
That is your
2-1-1.
final score. There is uh 1 win for Bass, 2 wins for Tensai, and 1 draw. Um,
Dude, what the fuck? Like
I
this
am
is
so sorry, folks. This has just been such a confusing match, and there's been a lot of questions here. But yes, Tensai will take it. He has demonstrated the loop. If we were an actual tournament, we'd go to 5 turns, and because Tensai would have had the next turn and won anyways, we are going to allow it that way. That's the only way this is going to work. Otherwise, we're going to have a very confusing draw, and then we would have no winner for this week. If you have any questions about that or any concerns, just bring it up with the mod team. That is the only way this would work. Otherwise, you won't have any winner this week.
what a time
Someone
cheating.
please get this to pass. I feel cheated out of the 5th game. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. This is just insane.
God,
This is just insane.
this was an LSV moment though.
Oh yeah.
This is like I'm gonna storm off, show you the burning wish, and then your opponent concedes, and then I mean technically that's a way of winning. Like, wow, that's okay. So thank you everybody for joining us. This was our Legacy
This
Challenge.
was
We
so
also
much
have our
fun.
yeah, we also have our Tuesday night Legacy Fight Night. Less convoluted than this, hopefully. And then we also have our leagues, our FNMs. You know, come just join it, hop it on the fun. It's a great time.
Yeah, hit
So
!Discord on the Twitch chat. Join our Discord. It's a ton of fun. We do these every week. Every Saturday, hopefully we won't have crazier finals like this. We have a lot of rules questions. Hopefully it's a little bit more sane. As this is the non-normal of Legacy metas. Legacy Fight Nights are every Tuesday night event. It's usually themed. I'll be opening up that soon. We're just going to do normal PvP. So 6 players are chosen at random for whoever signs up. Or you guys on stream. It's a 3-round stream event on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I can get out the information in terms of UTC, as many players are from overseas, and we are on daylight savings time in America. So once again, thanks for letting us
speak
be your
for
local meta.
yourself.
Come back and see us again soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.